It's kind of funny that the last trip we did is scheduling conflict. So that's what we hit. So we did it. Work situation changed a bit. So our stream will be temporarily in a state of chaos. But for now, we are all here.
Belcar would approve.
For now, we are here. And Tom, either stop doing that or push to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with you're starting with the lines.
Am I the lizard guy here or no?
I think you were the lizard guy.
Alright.
I do know that Billy is the elf for multiple reasons that will not be.
Of course he's the elf. He's Billy. Billy's always the elf.
All right, Tom, you're up.
Okay. I can't believe you're wearing that again.
Haley, it's a formal dinner. Nothing is more formal than a sash. Nothing. See?
Ellen, Haley, you two crazy kids done scrubbing the monkey, I take it?
Yeah, but it's still pretty dirty. We might have to wash it again after we eat.
Ha! That's my boy. Make sure you wash behind the ears, if you know what I mean.
Suddenly, I don't think I do.
Here, let me make some introductions. Ellen, this is Polosius, our ambassador from Elven lands. And this is Gorontonk, our liaison with the bordering nation of Reptilia.
Will the Empress be joining us this evening, General?
No. We've decided it's best if the Empress avoids eating in front of guests from now on. Too much cleanup, both from her meal and from guests losing theirs. And this is Captain Amunzora of the Free City of Doom. She's been petitioning me for military aid.
General Tarquin, please, I must speak with you. General, it has been several months since the Emperor of Tears began their siege of our city. Our children are starving. If not for our sake, do it for your own, lest the Weepies decide to attack you in their misguided drive to conquer us all.
Yes, I've heard these arguments before. Luckily, our benevolent Empress has given me full discretion in this matter. I have already dispatched 500 dragoons to join the battle, Captain. They should be arriving by, I'd say tomorrow? Dawn-ish?
Really? Let the alliance between the Empire of Blood and the Free City of Doom stand forever. See, Haley? My dad is a good guy. He's helping that nice lady city.
Helping defend against a mutual enemy is a good strategy. Not necessarily. I don't know what that word means.
Altruism.
What's that word mean?
Selflessness.
Doing good for the sake of just doing good. That's what altruism means.
Thank you. But not necessarily altruism. Plus, I think he may have had an ulterior an ulterior motive. Look.
I don't know how I can begin to properly thank you for your deeds.
No need, my dear. Although there are many ways to seal alliances, some of which are more entertaining than others. I may be a silverback, but your old man can still bathe an ape himself from time to time.
Wait, so you're saying that you're going back to your quarters to have a meeting with your secret dwarf ally?
I wouldn't call him a dwarf, but there will definitely be some spelunking involved.
Okay, now, I'm sure I don't understand.
My question is, are there enough floors for 500 dragoons to tank?
Oh, don't worry, they're going to be on the outside of the city walls.
Shiny?
Is it my line now?
Yes, it is.
I am pleased that you
It's a
reconsidered
bunch
my.
of your lines.
Oh yeah, I am
And he talks
pleased.
to himself.
I
Let's
am
stop.
pleased that you reconsidered my invitation, Brother Thundershield. Aye, well, the urgent matter became a lot less urgent all of a sudden. These state dinners are fairly tedious, I must admit. Even though I do not even eat the food. Really? I would have thought they'd have food for wizard folks here too. Oh, they do, but I require a very special diet due to my frail health. I will eat in my quarters later.
And you've met Minister Malak, though I do not believe even I have had the pleasure of knowing his guest.
This is Tarquin Thundershield, General Tarquin, a religious pilgrim studying human cultures.
Fantastic. The more the merrier, I say.
It is nice to meet you for the first time, Durkin Thundershield. Dwarven cleric of 4 who I have never met before.
Oh,
Wait.
for fuck's sake.
Wait, how did he know the dwarf worship Thor?
Tom.
Pretty lore.
Impressive.
Explain to me again why we're pretending not to know each other.
Because I don't trust Tarquin. Or Malik, for that matter.
You didn't trust anyone. You think my superiors be shady because they have a secret pouch.
They could have a knife in there. You don't know. And I don't trust those two extra. That sentence doesn't make sense. Tarquin
Tarquin.
pushed me out of. Sorry, I meant the
It means she
Extra.
I don't trust
extra
her to
doesn't.
extra as in, she doesn't trust people in general, but these two she especially doesn't trust.
Thank you. Tarquin pushed me out of a window, and Malik was willing to feed Ellen to a dragon. When the +5 shoe of otherness drops, I don't want all of our cards on the table.
Shiny.
I'm sure that was. I was about to do the line before you.
Sorry.
I'm sure this was just a misunderstanding. Malik's been nothing but polite to me. I'm no lying to just satisfy your paranoia.
Just stay quiet. You don't have to lie. The chances of them directly asking you whether or not we know each other is like nil.
Look at you two chattering away in the corner. Do you know each other?
Darn.
Who goes first?
You do.
Who goes first? Okay. Darn it!
We do. Haley B.
A worshipper of Thor.
What?
Thor. And Father Thundershield was there when I converted.
What be you doing? You're not a worshipper for.
Sure I am. I just converted, and you were there. Nothing but the truth. Whoa! Whoa! I just love that door. In the other beer, I hate trees and doing restore.
So how much are we willing to put on this becoming very important later?
A dice roll. Someone roll a dice right now.
Sadly, all my dice are downstairs.
I will not comment because I cannot bet.
As a cleric, As a cleric, it's always nice when you get to see the impact you've made on your flock. Aye, and I'm considering making a more hammer-shaped one presently.
Sometimes
Bonk.
canon Durkon overlaps with Shiny's Durkon. And this is one of those times.
I must say, son, you've certainly picked a spirited girl for yourself.
Thanks, Dad. Though she's usually not so, what's the word I'm looking for?
Drunk?
Yeah, that.
And that is how a picture of Thor ended up on the helmets of the team from Minnesota. It's Minnesota. I don't know.
Fascinating. I have never come across that particular method before. Aye, you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Beanie?
Lizardini.
You sent a BRB.
Okay.
Heck.
While he's gone, let's decide who else is going to be who's going to be the randos in the panel. Tom.
I mean, I could be the lady trying to eat because I have chips.
All right, sure. Penty, I think you do butler characters
I have
very
some
well.
more.
So you do that.
Thank you.
Billy, you haven't had much to do today, so you can be a bald, dark-skinned person.
Okay. His first word is oof.
I'm back.
All right.
Good, it's your line.
Really? That's crazy. Lizard Man,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
what is this we're eating? I'm changing his voice because the last one was hard to do. What is this we're eating?
Phoenix pate, sir.
I'd rather be eating you with that stuff. I mean, anyway. Next line.
Tom.
Spicy.
Ooh.
She did alright.
You said it.
Did you hear it? You couldn't hear it?
I heard the oof, but nothing else.
I heard it.
Oh.
No, I haven't said my line yet because I was getting started, and then the "Did Tom say anything?" line interruption happened. Ooh, this is going to repeat on me later.
Wait, don't phoenixes explode when they die?
Right, which is why it's so pricey. The liver has to be cut out while the bird is still alive.
I think I'll wait for the main course.
Yes, Pegasus flank is my favorite too.
Or possibly dessert.
Pomegranate, nice choice.
See, Thor once carried a hammer, a drill, and a screwdriver. But then his evil neighbor Loki was building a deck and asked to borrow.
Oh.
Oh, that'll be it. Enough of this. You can't keep pretending to.
Specific, Grandpa.
I'm the same age category as you.
What part of mind your own business do you not understand?
The part where you didn't actually say that.
I wouldn't be 1d3 plus 1 sheets to the wind right now. You were capable of loosening up. My brain cells are taking one for the team, so just go about your business and hobnob with the fancy people.
And what if everything turns out to be all that up and up, then you have lied to people who could have helped us endured. Ellen, will you tell your girlfriend to stop this bullshit while she can.
Mm. Mm.
Ellen? Hello? Trying to carry a blanket? Ellen?
Ready?
Oh, sorry, guys. I was just thinking. It's this new thing I've been trying. I feel bad for the others, you know. I mean, here we've got this huge, if sort of gross, banquet in front of us, while Belcar and Vor are probably starving as right now as we speak. It's just not fair. Is Beanie gone again?
Oh, no. How do I burp?
You have to get a drink
Just
first.
say blah. That'll work.
No, you
Making
gotta
him
do
off.
burp.
I do not want to waste the time to make him offend.
I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah.
So much in my entire life.
Again,
Huh?
I'm really sorry about this. Here, take my loaf.
Okay, these two are recurring characters. And spoilers, one of these is Ian Starshine. Who voiced Ian Starshine before?
Who's Ian
Deep
Starshine
voice
again?
him before.
Haley's dad.
Haley's dad.
That was either me or Billy.
I think Billy because
Plenty.
Okay, so which one of the two am I voicing?
white bearded dude.
Okay.
And who wants to be Geoff, who's another recurring character? Shiny.
Okay. Is it my line right away?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay. Nah, it's okay. We cultivate a variety of nutritious parasites on our bodies. Just such an occasion.
These
Huh?
ones taste like neck.
Oh.
Billy, you be lizard. I'll be the dude with the brown hair, and Penty, I guess you can be the dude in the middle.
Come on, he's like 3 feet tall.
He's right. We're all unarmed in here. We should be able to overpower him.
Yeah, you're going down, you little creep.
Whistle, whistle, whistle.
Penty, you're the only one who can whistle. Do this. There we go. Crap.
Crap.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Yeah, it was Penty. That's a cobalt, so Beanie, you get that.
The storm.
He's got a pebble.
What? Tom, you do this guy.
Oh, okay. Run!
What the hell is wrong with you? Someone grab his legs.
Don't you get it? He's a halfling with a pebble.
So what?
So what? Do you know any bonuses he could have with a thrown rock?
I once heard about a halfling who once poked out both of a guy's eyes with the same sling stone.
Right? Because I was hit by a rock thrown by a halfling. 3 months later, he was eaten by a dragon.
I'm out of here.
I'd rather take my chances in the arena.
At least we'd be armed.
Get back here, you cowards!
There may be no halfling lands here, but our awesomeness precedes us.
Don't you have better things to do than harass the locals?
I'll be taking a Temple to Freedom and covering it with a poster of Lydia, but you dumped the cabbage on escaping. But you put on the kibosh on escaping.
Still, I thought you turned over a less bitter leaf. So much for helping out, I guess.
Oh, I am helping. I'm helping maintaining a structure of civilization.
Okay. See, I want to let that go without comment, but no, it's too much. Explain.
Well, I've been thinking about why all these human countries lock people up, and I see now that it's not just about sending the people you don't like to jail, though that part is hilarious. It's also about scaring all the other people with the threat of going to jail. Anything that makes a prison experience more miserable, just getting your getting your only food stolen by a ruggedly handsome halfling, should certainly reduce crime in the long run. Face it, me being a total jackass is an important part of the correction process.
Personally, I favor corporal punishment. Here, I'll show you.
It does beat scissors.
Hey, if you want the failed rehabilitation of all these prisoners on your conscience, take your best shot.
Do not use the word conscience in this sentence ever again.
Whatever, I'm gonna go wave my pebble around at them for a while. That is not a
Belcar.
euphemism.
Belcar!
Best ready to go, kid.
Yeah, trust us. We've been around, and there's always one like him in every batch of newbies.
Don't take offense to this, but you two seem a little old to be gladiators.
Offense around here, it's the highest compliment.
Not dying is one of my best skills.
What I mean is, you look like you've been in here a long time. You must be pretty powerful fighters.
Nah, you don't have to be good at fighting to survive.
You have to be good at not getting put on the list.
There are hundreds of prisoners in this place, but the average gladiatorial games only has time for maybe 2 dozen to duke it out.
The warden gives priority to 2 groups: the best warriors, who put on a great show fighting, and the worst warriors, who put on a great show dying.
The 2 of us, we stay in the middle of the pack. We dodge a lot. He's better at it than I am, obviously.
So they stopped putting us on the fight schedule. I haven't been in the arena in months.
Well, thanks for the tip, but I'm not planning on being around long enough for it to be much of an issue. If they put me in the arena, I'm not going to execute a possibly innocent prisoner for them. They can't force me to fight.
No, but they can send in a few dozen soldiers to kill you where you stand. Or they'll just feed you to the Allosaurus.
Allosaurus, as in giant flesh-eating dinosaur?
Afraid so.
Jeez, what the hell is wrong with this country? Everything I've learned about it makes it more awful.
It's the very things are around here. You should feel okay.
They used to have a much scarier monster.
Existential crisis.
I have no
Wow,
idea what
that's-
this thing is.
That is a reference I do not get at all. It looks like something from the 90s or possibly the 70s.
Look at the white guy at the bottom left. He looks a lot like if Belcar was a human.
Extended Belcar.
Belcar is the abridged series version of that character.
I'll start.
Shiny?
Tell you what, you get back to me after your first grandchild is born, and we'll see how daisy fresh your pop culture jokes are, okay?
I told you we should have gone with one of those Pokemon the kids are always talking about.
Ian is right. Pokemon is pretty timeless in terms of pop culture references, which is why the Order of the Stick
What?
constantly makes casual Pokemon references whenever paladins show up.
What in HR puff and stuff isn't timely?
That's what that is?
Yes.
I did not know someone here would actually recognize it without looking it up. I even remember seeing the trivia page on this in the wiki, and I could not remember what it was, even though I already knew the answer at some point. Anyway, Tom.
Hey, V, I got drunk and converted religions.
Not in that order.
Yeah. Foolish Ras. I didn't know who she'd be thinking most of the time.
I hope the dinner was at least satisfactory then.
Don't know. I didn't eat anything.
I think my dad accidentally hired an evil chef.
I see, you may help yourself to the hummus that the steward brought for me. But I should warn you, there may be as many as 40 spices involved, and I cannot personally vouch for where each of them fall on the alignment chart.
I think we're okay. They taste like they're mostly chaotic.
Hey, I guess you don't. What?
The joke is
The
that
late evening was more or less a bust. But
Wait,
regards to
Haley is more
inheritance.
fit than she drunk she is.
Wait, I didn't get to do it.
yes, let her say it really.
Hey, I'm gonna sit on this spin until the room stops sharing.
Both senses of the word. How did yours go?
As well as expected, which is to say, not well. I was unsuccessful in contacting either Draketooth or Miss Tormuk with my sending spell. It is impossible to tell if my spell reached them, but if it did, they were either unwilling, or unable to respond in kind. I was, however, able to communicate with Lord Hinjo. According to Thon, the goblin cleric announced to his group that he was leaving soon.
That's Genie.
Okay.
Genie.
I don't think he knows he'd be needed for this one.
Fun fact, I counted, that's 24 words.
Oh my god, I was fucking muted the entire fucking time I was saying my line. According to Thon, the goblin cleric announced to his troops that he was leaving soon. Such with alacrity proceed unabated, however. The situation is otherwise unchanged.
Then Zycon and company could be leaving to find George's Gate any day now.
Choosing to proceed even without locating the amulet. Yes, I concur.
I hope Roy knows what he's doing with this wait-and-see plan.
Again, I concur.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure my dad will be willing to help us once the festival is over. Tom?
Tom said, hold on and
Oh. Technical difficulties, the worst kind of difficulties.
really, I find mental difficulties more hard to do.
Yeah.
As someone who is neurodivergent and literally a minor.
It occurred to me that I did not switch to office internet. Thankfully, there hasn't been any problems caused by that. But I cannot switch internet mid-stream, so I hope it stays stable.
the rest of this panel, though.
I am very glad that there's going to be a montage in this thing because I wanted to get to a certain point and the montage will help.
I know that after this is done, I'm going to make some food. Bake some bread. I'm going to make some French toast with that. Tom is typing. Oh. That's why they...
And for the rest of today, and for the rest of today's stream, Haley will be played by Shiny.
Can you try removing the headphones? Are you in a place where you could safely record without them? Are you attempting to say something, Tom? Because we can't hear you.
Technical difficulties. Headphones aren't working. I think my laptop broke again on the audio.
Yes, I know. I read that. I asked if she could try removing the headphones. Yeah. So she was trying to talk and wasn't capable of doing so, as I predicted. All right, try again, Tom.
Potato.
All right, there we go. Let's continue.
Might need to bump the volume there, though.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Oh my goodness.
Upping user value to 180%. Try again, Tom.
Hello.
All right, that's good enough, right?
I was trying to fix my headphones because the audio is weird.
Okay, I think this is a good balance. It was a bit too loud at what I set it at before.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, your line.
Which one? I forget.
Mid panel starts with Or's beard.
Oh, okay. Or's beard, Ellen. What the
Heck.
is it going to take for you to see that your dad is bad news? You need like 212 flaming letters or something?
If so, I believe I could research a spell for that.
Haley, if Dad's so bad, why is he helping us, huh?
He's not. He's not helping us, Ellen. He knows what we need right now, and he won't tell us. Lives are at stake.
But he doesn't know that lives are at stake. You wanted to keep that a secret.
Because I don't trust him.
You don't trust him partially because how he's acting when lives are at stake.
But but
Lass, didn't you think you've had drank enough?
it depends. Am I drunk enough yet that later I won't remember getting out logic by Ellen?
Oh no, you'll need at least 2 more pints for that.
I'll go order another round.
Oh, who was this guy? Was this me?
I think this was the guy who outlined the plot of Gladiator.
I think that might have been me.
No, that was me. If that it was the gladiator
okay.
guy.
Go for it then.
I was
Morning.
screaming
How's
over
the
Shiny
blood
and
working out?
fucking weird here.
You want to be this random guard, Danny?
Yeah, sure. The Dragon's on the schedule for tomorrow's games, but I'm not sure about anyone else.
Keep it down. The old guy
Come
said
on,
that if they're
I didn't say my line.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Come on, Roy. What the hell? I've been more competent battle moves from a Hexblade.
Keep it down. The old guy said that if we're mediocre, they won't schedule us to fight.
So if I'm extra awesome, then they definitely will schedule me to fight.
I suppose, but I don't see how that would help our...
Who's the gender bent Haley?
I think we made him Tom for that very reason.
Yes.
Go Tom. Go
Okay. Ah!
Hey, scheduling dudes, look at me. Over here. How about nut shots? Crowds love nut shots. Saget was on the air for like 8 years. Everyone pulled the bouncing halfway.
Hey, I have a question. Why does Belcar's shoes look realistic and far away?
Oh no, they don't. It's just like those are like his feet. Like those are just his feet. They're really hairy.
Oh.
Well, he's also got
That's a
shoes
Hobbit
on
thing.
there too.
He's the only person wearing sandals.
Hey, he's pretty good.
His feet are so huge.
I'll take care of. Oh,
Hey,
no. Yeah, sorry.
Hey. He's pretty good.
Beanie, and I'll do the last one. Heh, heh, nut shots.
Heads up, mammals!
Hey, this is even better. Thanks, reptilian guy.
Ow, Belcar, stop it.
Roy, I'm helping you. I'm making sure you look better. I'm helping you look. I'm making sure you look mediocre. Isn't that what you want?
Stop it, Belcar. I said stop.
Uh-oh.
Ah, I said stop it.
You might want to stop there because there was a echo.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Fine. Halflings may only be able to advance to level 8, but I've got attack range.
This is a first edition joke. No other edition levels class levels by race. That boy got his ass.
No other version was class and race the same thing.
That boy got his ass knocked back to
Edition,
basic.
First edition, when you want nothing to make sense.
Beanie?
Put the human in the...
I already said damn.
Okay.
Put the human
I didn't hear it.
in the first slot and the tree dragon is number 2.
Hmm?
Damn, she's only 17. Damn. You guys know that stupid meme online?
No.
You don't? Thank God you don't.
Thank God.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. My brain feels like a scion. It's some science-y stuff. Oh hey, baby, you're up early. Well, if you're seeing Tarquin, ask him whether Thor has blessed his people with any decent hangover cures.
No, he went to Malik's library. I'm spending the day with my dad. He's giving me a tour of the whole city today.
Ellen, about your dad.
If you're going to say any more meanie meanhead stuff about him, please don't.
Actually, I wanted to apologize. You were right. I wasn't giving him the chance to do the right thing, and it was wrong for me to then judge him for that.
Great. So that you see that my dad's not a bad guy now?
No, of course not. This is still an awful, awful country, and your dad has his fingerprints all over it. Oh, sorry. But I can admit, I'm gonna redo that. Hold on. No, of course not. This is still an awful, awful country, and your dad has his fingerprints all over it. But I can admit that we don't know how many of the terrible things that seem to go on here are really under his control. He's not the king. The Empress may be dumb, she's still an evil red dragon, and that Malik, he's definitely up to no good, no matter what Durkon says. What was that?
It's a cough. Someone cough.
Oh, okay. I can't get mad at your dad for working with bad people. I mean, we work with Belcar.
Right. Maybe my dad is like this country's Roy, and it would be a whole lot worse without him.
Maybe. Anyway, have fun with your tour of the city, honey.
Okay, see you tonight. I love you.
I love you too.
The general is expecting you, sir.
Thanks, generic soldier. Hello. Hi. I think we met at dinner last night. I have to go.
Good morning, son. I see you already saw the future Mrs. Tarquin number 10 on her way out.
Are you a future psychic too? You are just like Roy.
I hope your own woman is doing well. She did seem to have a bit too much to drink.
Oh, she'll be okay. Since I'm not there, I bet she'll just stay in bed all day. Tom?
Hey, V.
That isn't a euphemism. It's just a mocking nickname.
Still don't want to say it.
I thought it was euphemism, but now it's not.
Like the
What?
idea. Daddy and White Snake.
Thank you. We're occupied. I'm sorry. We're occupied. Want to see how many slaves we can sneak out of the palace before dinner?
By my calculations, carry the 23.
No, I meant get your stuff.
I've got a brand new car. Brontosaurus, I'll give you the key. I know that doesn't make much sense, but it's an awesome song anyway.
Man, I can't believe he has 2 whole Zycons in that pulpit.
Skeletons in the pulpit, 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 skeletons in the pulpit.
Look at all these red flags I'm just going to ignore. Maybe I'm colorblind, who really knows? But I got a brand new Brontosaurus, he can be the king. This was the best day ever!
I have to wonder what Blackwing's doing with the wand and chasing Mr. Scruffy.
Wait, what?
Durkon got a lot done this day.
I
Like 5 whole pounds.
I want to know what the story of that was with Blackman.
Take.
All right, Penty.
I appreciate you giving me a taste of what I missed today.
What do you mean?
Your childhood. You know, doing all those childlike things with me today.
Huh?
We did all those little kid activities today so that I would know what it would have been like had I been there, right?
I'm not sure I'm following you, Dad.
Never mind. Just go wash up and get a bite to eat. The parade starts in 2 hours.
Thanks, Dad.
Wait, Ellen, I just wanted to take a moment to say that I'm proud, how proud I am of you. I mean, of how you grew up. To tell the truth, I've been going out of my way to prevent having any more children since I left your mother, on account of how Neil turned out. I was afraid that any further offspring of mine would turn out as rotten as he did. But now that I've met you and seen that you've grown up to be a hero, well, it makes me sad that I didn't get to be a part of your life.
Dad, why? Why did you leave? Just to go conquer a new country? Couldn't you have brought Mommy and Lee with you? Why didn't you ever come see me while I was growing up?
Ellen, that was... Don't you know why? Didn't your mother ever tell you why we split up?
No! All that I know is that at father-son picnics, Mommy and I had to wear the fake mustache, and it itched, Dad. It itched!
Ellen, your mother asked me to leave. It was her wish that I never see you or Neil ever again. I'm the one who took her to court for visitation rights, but she fought me every step of the way. Eventually, we reached a compromise where we each got one child. At that point, I was so tired of fighting that I agreed. I wrote you a letter telling you this when you turned 15. I guess your mother threw it away.
Why? Why would she do that?
To keep you from seeking me out, I imagine. Women can be very petty.
I can't believe my own mother lied to me.
No sense being angry about it now, Ellen. You found your way here anyway, and not a moment too soon. Because one way or the other, the destiny of this nation lies in your hands.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it. Just some ominous foreshadowing for later.
Oh, okay. Is that why the lights went down back there?
Yeah, I had dimmers installed pretty early in the construction. Totally worth the cost.
Nice!
You really are Ellen's Beth.
Are you certain they will be capable of eluding their former captors in those mountains?
Tom.
What? Oh, hi. Sure. My Azure City Resistance was able to operate for months in the...
Hello!
Who are you?
I'm the palace beautician.
Why are you in my room?
General Tarquin sent me. I've been waiting a few hours. Hey, he told me that you had been up late drinking and you might want to freshen up before the parade. After all, you will be sitting next to his son in front of the whole city. He wants to make sure you look your very best.
Tell him I'm not interested. You probably used, like, baby hair gel or something anyway.
All of the spa's mundane and magical treatments are cruelty-free.
Really?
Oh yeah, the General Zafe White had all the cruelty cut out with a sword and sent elsewhere.
If only cruelty-free product sourcing was that easy.
Look, just because I bought one thing of makeup does not mean that I'm. Wait. Did you just say magical treatments?
Haley! Honey, are you here? Tom, can you say this? If you can't, just tell us. I get that you can't tell us.
I don't want to.
All right, then. Who wants to be seductive Haley? And no, I'm not doing this. It would be way too awkward. Penty.
Okay. Sorry.
If no one volunteers, I assign. That's how I roll.
Really? Does that mean there's no more room for fun today?
She actually never
Oh, no.
said the first one.
Oh, sorry. Over here, baby.
Oh man, it was totally awesome. You won't believe how much fun I just wasted to one day.
Really? Does that mean there's no more room for fun today?
Well, there is still a parade tonight, but I think I could still shove some more in.
Works for me. Get over here.
Can you say this last line, Tom, given there's nothing suggestive on screen, and I think it's a pretty good joke? We'll say the swear word in it.
Okay.
You know, I had just assumed that your short hair was symbolic of your character growth.
Me too. I guess it was just a
Crappy.
Crappy.
haircut.
Weird.
Crappy.
Who's this guy?
Consult my copy of Who's Who, the crappy dictatorship you're stuck in.
I was just watching you spar. You're quite the warrior. Maybe the finest we've seen in some years. If nothing else, I'm sure you'll put on a good show tomorrow. Great. 6 years of schooling have qualified me to fight to the death on the whims of another.
Actually, that's pretty common in this current economic climate.
Too bad I won't do it, though. What? Won't fight? Won't kill another man who's been run through your sham of a legal system? Then you won't live past noon tomorrow. Pity. I could use more men with your skills under me. I wouldn't work for a coward who lets others fight for him and hides behind a mask. Please, if you want to look me in the eye while I tell you your fate, then so be.
Look at that.
What? Do I have something on my face? No. It's just, you look like.
You look like a really handsome man, and hang out with these sweaty gladiators has turned my friend here and me totally gay.
Oh! Well, thank you very much, but I'm soon to be married. Ah, darn. Well, right. I guess I missed my chance.
Damn, because if there was one person with whom my friend here would want to hook up with, it would be someone with your face. Your exact face. Well, maybe, say, 20 years younger. I'm sure he's picturing it right now. Running his strong, calloused hands through that fine blonde hair.
Shut up, Belcar. No, don't be embarrassed. I get this all the time. Tell you what, if you change your mind and live through tomorrow's fight, I'll see what I can do about getting us on the same team. The army team, not the, other team. Like I said, I could use more men like you under me. And now I realize that maybe that's not the best turn of phrase either. Anyway, I look forward to the games. Good luck.
Caress, 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 caress my light, supple body.
Do you want to get hit with the big stick again?
That's what he said.
But one thing you gotta
Roy, put the trouser
this is a
tighten
low
away.
bar, but at least the Emperor Pyre Blood is not homophobic.
Honestly, that was kind of my favorite comic to voice for a while.
That was amazing. Oh man, we gotta run or my dad will be mad.
I'm sad about this. I wanted her to keep super long hair.
Listen, that is not practical. Even in
would be
the
an issue.
world of fantasy webcomics, there is no way a rogue would ever want to have that much hair.
Oh yeah, but she could have kept it a bit longer. Even
Oh.
longer.
Status quo is God, Tom. Status quo is God.
I don't know what you just said, but okay.
And there's the more practical issue of you don't want it to get snagged in the bowstring, considering she's an archery specialist.
Anyway,
It happened.
yes.
Hold on, I need to take care of all this extra hair, or I'll be tripping on it all night. Rapunzel time, Rapunzel time, Rapunzel time.
Shriek, 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 floop.
Alright, how do I always manage to miss that one hair?
I think you look perfect, Haley.
Also, it's longer than the first panel. And I think you blew your saving throw versus bias. Ellen. Wait, no. And I think you blew your saving throw versus bias, Ellen. But thanks. I don't know what that means.
Basically, she's saying he couldn't overcome his biases.
Also, can I try being the dragon one time?
I'll let you have one line of your choice. Anyway, Billy.
Master Thundershield has indicated that he will arrive at this evening's procession on his own.
But let's hurry.
Hey, elf ambassador person, which way is it? Is it to where my dad is waiting? Thanks. Sorry.
He was out there staring at you.
Now is not the time.
Ellen, Haley, I'm glad you're able to tear yourselves away from yourselves for a little while.
Hi, Dad.
Lass, you're here. That must have smiled upon you.
No, I just found a hair restoration potion in the spa.
I've been born for 40 years. 4 smiled upon you.
Okay, this is hilarious because Durkon is 53. He's been bald since he's 13.
He's been bald since he was a teenager, literally. Day one of being a teenager, man was bald.
Not even a teenager. Fucking preteen, bro. Like, what the fuck?
13
He's
is
53. 13
No, but
is
he's 53 later in the comic, though, right? Not now. Now he's 52, isn't he?
what?
Isn't there like a post with this? Like, isn't there a comic with his birthday? Or am I wrong?
I'm pretty sure there is not.
Huh? I'm wrong then. General, I must insist on speaking with your mistress. I have sensitive information for her ears only.
Hair holes.
The Empress is arriving presently, Ambassador. Look up.
I am here. I am your ruler. Look at me. I am cool, but I am also very warm. Woo!
She can fly?
Quite a stumper, isn't it?
I should avoid casting any spells tonight, if only to give the laws of physics time to cry alone in the corner.
If
Can I do
any
this too, or no?
Oh.
Okay.
if anyone needs me, I will be up here on my throne, being awesome.
By all the laws of aviation, birds should not, bees should not be able to fly. Their wings are too tiny to carry them.
All right, Tom,
Good
you can
evening,
you
ladies.
can yeah, okay.
Hey! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the homecoming parade for the son of our beloved military commander, General Tarquin. I'm Judy Morningstar.
Who's got a good newscaster voice among the men?
And I'm
Auntie!
And
Auntie!
I'm Bob Bloodcapel. The Empress of Blood sure has pulled out all the stops you're the little guy, hasn't she, Judy?
she sure has, Bob. Who says this?
Pink
pretty
pink
sure
is
you're the
Judy.
pink ones.
Orange is Bob.
That's orange. I can't tell that's orange.
The lower one in your channel is orange, and the top one is Judy. So even if you're not exactly getting which color is which, there's comparison to be drawn.
True. Guest of honor can be seen with his father on the parade stand, where he certainly seems to be enjoying himself.
Not surprising, Judy. This parade may be the biggest in the Empire's 2-year history, eclipsing even the Victory March after the conquest of Justania last year.
Starting us off is the Klotzberger High School marching band, playing the Empire's rousing national anthem.
Judy, even though this parade was put together on only a few days' notice, there was some fierce competition for this spot among local schools.
That's right, Bob, and our prayers go out to the members of the Platelet High School band, many of whom we're told will eventually regain partial motor control in their hands.
Good news, Judy. A happy ending for everyone.
On our next float, we have the cast of the Tony Award winner for Best Musical, Rend.
5,256,000 combat rounds. How do you measure a year in a campaign? In GP and XP and encounters way too easy. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of a PC. That did not look
And who's running the corner? It's Bloody, our nation's lovable mascot. Fun fact, Judy, that balloon is held aloft by the screams of enslaved air elementals.
That must be why it's so jolly, Bob.
Bloody is followed up by those lovable puppets from Sanguine Avenue.
Right again, Bob. My 3-year-old loves Little Rock, Felix the Mensch, and of course, Bert and Bernie. And I know you love the next one, Bob.
That's right, Judy, because that's the lovely Farouzi Lakshmi, winner of the Miss Bloodstain pageant this year.
And once again, our prayers go out to the families of the runners-up.
Now, Judy, I'm not familiar with this next group. Can you shed some light on this for me?
Why, that's the Death Squad, Bob.
Really?
Yes, they're marching in a parade for the first time, but this elite order of assassins has been around for longer than you'd think. They play a very important role in curtailing our personal liberties and maintaining the regime of the current fascist.
Haha, we're just kidding around, Bob. That's actually the Bleeding Hand, an amateur snorkeling club.
Good to know, Judy.
Kathy,
back after these messages.
Oh dear. Brought to you by Macy's.
Okay, so that actually might be a good competitor for best comic I voiced this.
The Empire of Blood Arc has lots of good
I
jokes.
feel like the gay one still takes the cake for you, Beth.
Huh.
I
I wonder how they use snorkels in the desert.
Ellen, I know you've been enjoying the parade, but I'd like you to come up to the top level with me for a moment. I have a surprise for you.
Tom?
Oh, hi. What's going on? Where are you taking him?
Don't worry, Haley. He'll be fine on his own for a moment.
Really? I love surprises, except for the ones where you lose all your dodge bonuses. Those ones suck.
Too true. But this surprise will have none of that. My associates in the prefecture informed me of a unique...
Die, tyrant!
Whoa!
I'll kill you!
Ah, I see you've heard the latest news from your homeland.
What? What's going on? Did you two have a spat? Your slime mold of a father betrayed my people.
Now, that's a highly slanted view of events, in my opinion.
Wait, please! Stop! What's going on here? Can one of you explain this to me? I will. Your spawn should know what kind of monster sired him.
By all means, I have nothing to hide.
I received word via sending an hour ago. Your father sent 500 dragoons as promised. Our troops rendezvoused with them shortly after dawn and brought them into the city via hidden pathway to shore up our defenses. They turned on us almost immediately, overcoming the guard and opening the front gates of the city. The Empire of Tears overran the city by noon.
Excuse me. I offered to send my troops to join the battle. I never specified which side of the battle they would join. And man, am I relieved now. Here I was worried all night that you were going to figure it out early. I mean, I thought I just made it, way too obvious, but I guess it all worked out, huh?
Dad? Why? I don't understand. Did they hurt you somehow?
The political complexities require some explaining, my boy, and involve national secrets that I cannot divulge in front of the lovely captain. Suffice to say that it needed to be done, and for their own good. It was done with less bloodshed than if the siege had been broken. She should be thanking me.
I could almost understand if you had conquered us yourself, but the Weebies are your enemies. Is this because I turned down your marriage proposal?
Don't be silly, dear. I don't make decisions of this magnitude over issues of petty romance. Though the worst of the violence could have been avoided if you had acceded to my request.
Damn you! I told you last night, and again when you summoned me to your bedchambers this morning. I am already married.
Yes, you mentioned that. To a pikeman on the south wall, was it? I assure you that your marital statement is no longer an obstacle as of around midday today. Till then did you part, it would seem.
Bastard!
Is he a Yandir?
What?
I assure you that your marital status is no longer an obstacle as of around midday today. Till then did you part, it would seem.
Bastard!
Ugh.
Do you
Is he
need...
a Yandir?
What?
No, I don't think he's a Yandere. He's more just this person's hot and said no because she's married, so remove her husband from
As
the
Tarquin
picture.
said, he was going to do this anyway. He just...
Okay.
It's just made it more personal.
Oh.
In addition.
Oh, okay.
Stop! I'm sure this is just an misunderstanding. Somehow. Then you are a fool or a villain. A fool, but we can still talk this out.
I tire of this. Guards!
No! Get off me!
Make sure the captain is comfortable in the tower.
Dad, are you sure that's really...
Attacking a general of the Empire normally carries a death sentence, but I'm sure the courts will make an exception for my bride-to-be.
Dad, I'm so confused. Did the Empress order you to do all that bad stuff? Because it sounds pretty bad.
No need to worry about it, son. I'm sure your future stepmother will eventually retract her unflattering accusations. Possibly publicly, I haven't decided.
Dad, she's really angry. I don't think she's going to marry you. Sounded like your soldiers accidentally killed her husband.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Some of my previous wives got cold feet before the big day, too. Well,
Tom?
Never.
Okay.
now, I think your surprise should be just about ready.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I just don't think I can just let this drop. You said there were good reasons for what you did. If so, I kind of think I need to hear them.
Heard you got a visit from our local temp-rated dictator.
Dictator? I thought it was a general.
That's what he wants you to believe. But a few of us know his secret.
Fine. I was going to save this for a more dramatic occasion, but if you really need me to spell it out for you, I can.
Dad, they asked for your help, and you totally screwed them.
Yes, they did ask for my help. They asked for help against myself.
Huh?
Do you remember what I said about my attempt to rule a kingdom of my own?
Yeah, you said that it didn't last a year.
That's true, but it was most informative nonetheless.
When he first appeared on the continent, he conquered 11 nations in 8 months. It took a coalition of no less than 26 other countries to defeat him and drive him out.
See, without truly understanding the politics of the Western continent, I inadvertently made myself into a common enemy for the normally fractious warlords to rally against. It was a mistake I swore I would not repeat. As I may have mentioned, Malik and I were members of an adventuring party back in the day. I was the leader, in fact, as you are the leader of your little band. After my defeat, I gathered them together. I have a plan, one that will get you what you want out of life without having to muck around in filthy dungeons until the day we die. The crux of the plan was to avoid making myself a target as I worked to forge the greatest empire ever seen. On a personal level, this meant ruling through others, hence the ruse that I would work for the Empress rather than the other way around. Politically, it meant controlling more than one state at the same time. 2 members of my team advised the Weeping King on his throne of regrets, manipulating him so that he lashes out at all of his neighbors.
Do you know what would fill that empty hole in your heart?
Beanie, you can do the other guy. Beanie, you
Beanie?
said... Beanie, are you still here?
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yes? Am I supposed to say something?
Yeah.
Yes, the other guy in the...
Am I the bald guy or the guy with the mohawk?
The hawk.
Mohawk.
A Newport City!
When a nation or tribe or whatever manages to stand up to the Empire of Tears, they often ask for help from the next most powerful force around, say the Empire blood. He plays both sides at the same time, and bam, the VPs have another conquest.
Classic two-man con.
Dad, I don't think that's a good idea. I doubt Zora City will either you or the Weebies as their ruler now.
And that has already been anticipated.
They'll just form
Enter
a
Queen,
resistant group and... Yeah, okay.
and that has already been anticipated. Enter Queen Shivzer and her handlers. After the so-called Free City of Doom has had a few months of brutality under the Empire of Tears, my final two associates in the Empire of Sweat will arrange for the liberation of the city.
The VPs fall back and retreat, driven away by the Sweaters, who suggest that maybe the territory should be associated with their empire.
You know, for their own protection.
No guerrillas, no rebellion, no armed resistance by the populace, because no one realizes that they are still under the thumbs of the same 6 people. Eventually, the whole desert will be ruled by one of our 3 empires.
And then what? You'll join them into one big super ultra mega empire?
No! Haven't you been listening? That'll just encourage the elves or someone to attack us. No, we'll just quietly rule our kingdoms with an iron fist until we get old and / or die.
Dad, that's... How can you trick all these people? That's terrible.
It's for their own good. Tens of thousands of people die every year here from needless warfare. By consolidating the human and lizard folk lands into 3 states that have no incentive to fight one another, we'll eliminate those conflicts and the death they bring. How come no one has noticed that they've been doing this?
They find a patsy to topple one of the 3 kingdoms every 3 years.
Kings come and go all around here, so it throws most people off the trail.
We've been through dozens of different names by now. The Duchy of Terror, the Baronies.
The Critus Federation.
The unprincipled principalities.
Tyrannia.
Terranaria.
Tyrannaria.
Speaking of names, we haven't properly introduced ourselves yet. I'm Jeff, and this is me.
They used to call me Red, but 3 years of malnutrition will do a number on your hair color.
Yep, okay, this was the strip I wanted to end on. Page I wanted to end on. Terranaria? Did you just say Tyrannaria?
Oh, yeah, I worked that one with Mirren. We switch partners every once in a while, just to keep things fresh.
Then Lord Tyrannar the Bloody was...
A whiny little toad who never stopped complaining.
Deanie, do you want to be this guy? Is Deanie even here? Alright, Shiny.
No, I'm just saying, if the king here shouldn't I have some say in what happens? Also, couldn't we change my epithet to something more like, what tyranny are the responsible? Have we considered a more deck of government?
I mean, you'd think
He
he'd
was
be
a
more
child.
grateful.
He was a
We made
kid.
king for 11 months, though I will say the seeing the look on his face when the Empress ate him made it all worthwhile.
Dad? Do you ever ransom prisoners for money?
Sure, sometimes, if they're no fun in the arena and we think they have family that can afford it. Why do you ask?
I think you may be holding Haley's.
Oh, hold that thought, son. I think your surprise is almost ready.
Dad, please listen. This is important. Wherever Terranaria used to be, there may be a prisoner.
This was Tyrannaria, Ellen. Bleeding Ham was named Terrorburg and was the capital of Tyrannaria. But I don't see how that's important right now.
No, Dad, listen to me. I know that you think you're trying to do what you think is right, but this conquest thing is a terrible idea. You need to stop. There are better ways to make peace than forcing all the people to live in the same mushed up country together. I know all about trying to help and then accidentally making things worse. I have this friend, and she worked for a bad man, and I tried really hard to help her. And in the end, I think I kind of got her killed. And once I blew up this gate, and that turns out I shouldn't have, and I almost got a friend sacrificed to a hand puppet one time. So I guess the point is, I understand how hard it really is to judge what's best.
Look, Ellen, out there. There it is. That's your surprise. Welcome home, son.
Wow, Dad, that is pretty cool.
I did that for you, Ellen. The whole parade, everything I do now is for you. I love you, son. I should never have left you behind. I know you need to complete your quest, but I hope that when you return, you'll stay for good. I have such plans for us.
Dad, I love you too. But this war thing that you're doing, it's...
Shh. We can talk about politics later. Give your old man a hug.
Hug.
Is this what parasocial is?
No. No, this is not.
This
This is a real normal social relationship that turns south very quickly.
Yeah, in about 2 panels.
Anyway,
Can't believe they pulled it off, you know.
the light show?
Yeah, I mean, the prefects only informed me about the escaped palace slaves around dusk. My men had to get out to the mountains, recapture them, nail them into position, and then get the oil out there in time to light the rebellious little pricks on fire in unison. It's really pretty impressive logistics-wise when you think about it.
Well, Tom?
What the heck is it going to take for you to see that your dad is bad news? You need like 200 feet tall flame letters or something.
All right.
Yes, apparently.
I think that's a pretty good stopping point. Do you?
Yeah.
think that's
I'm wondering what's going to be the next time. Whenever we get back to this, it's going to be fun to see how it goes.
All right. Good night, everybody. See you guys
Good night.
whenever we can get together.